We've been showing these images of this limo up in flames in Washington, D.C. after rioters torched it in protest of President Trump's inauguration. Now, the owner of that vehicle, he's a Muslim immigrant. He's a small business entrepreneur. He came to this country 30 years ago. He started a limo service with his brother. The family-owned business now facing $100,000 in damages. And here's the kicker. Insurance may not even cover it. With me now, Muhammad Ashraf, owner of that limo that was set on fire. He's the president of Nationwide Chauffeured Services. I got to tell you, Muhammad, thanks for coming on the show. It is so difficult to see those images of your limo on fire. What happened that day? When did you find out it was your car?
I received a call from my fleet manager and said that the car has been damaged. And then the driver sent me a few images of it. And that's when I find out that this was happening.
How do you feel about what happened? What's your message to the rioters?
I've been talking to different people. It's really kind of, you feel like sinking feeling. When I saw my limo being damaged and was put on flame, I felt like, I was having a really bad feeling about that. My kids were very affected. I remember my daughter, 9 years old, Hannah, came to hug me at least 3 to 4 times. And she said, "Papa, it's going to be okay." And so the people who does these protests, they have to understand this. It affects people's livelihood. It affects people's daily lives. And there are so many different ways to, have your voice be heard, but the violence is not one of them.
Yeah, it doesn't. Did it seem to you that this was even the United States to have your limo set on fire?
It's unbelievable because I've been serving for over almost now, this was 7th inauguration, and never seen something like this before. And I was not concerned or anything because that it would go to that extent.
Now, why is it that insurance won't cover it?
I'm not saying that the insurance will not cover it. We are waiting for their answer, but sometimes there are clauses in insurance that would say that the rights were not covered. And so that's what we are waiting to hear from them, the final answer.
Muhammad, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate your time, and we want to have you back on. We want to hear what happens. We want to hear the end of the story. Will you come back soon?
Yes, please.
Muhammad, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time.